He was beautiful. He was the point of difference. He has always been the point of difference. Unparalleled. And maybe today there will, of course, always be those who argue, always be those who debate. And the debate can rage on if you like. But as he falls in love with the object in the world that his heart...
The room is silent. The air is heavy with anticipation. Cameras roll. The flag of Burkina Faso waves softly in the background. President Ibrahim Traoré steps forward, his voice calm, clear, and heavy with emotion. Ibrahim Traoré. Tonight, I set aside politics. I set aside borders, language, and protocol. I speak as a man whose heart has been moved. I speak as a citizen of this world. As a proud son of Africa. And I speak to one man who has given everything to the world of football, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. My brother, my friend, today I send you the warmest congratulations from the beating heart of Africa. You have lifted yet another trophy, the UEFA Nations League, but beyond the silver, beyond the title, what you lifted most was the human spirit. Ronaldo, you are not just a footballer. You are a soul that inspires across oceans and deserts. From the alleyways of Lisbon to the dusty pitches of Kudus, your fire burns in the dreams of millions. And it is not because you are perfect. It is because you are relentless. Because you are human. Because you fall and rise with the same dignity. Because even when critics screamed, "Finished," you whispered, "Not yet." You remind every young African child, from the forgotten corners of Bobo Dioulasso to the narrow streets of Soweto, that discipline is the greatest talent. That greatness is not given, but earned with blood, sweat, and tears. Fans react in Burkina Faso. As Traoré's message is broadcast live, fans across Burkina Faso gather around radios, phones, and TVs. Emotions are raw. Some cry. Some cheer. One young boy, barefoot, wearing a torn Ronaldo jersey, shouts to the camera. If the president sees Ronaldo, then maybe the world can see us too. In rural villages, elders nod respectfully. In high schools, teachers pause class to let students listen. In urban neighborhoods, crowds chant, "Cristiano, Cristiano, Cristiano," as if their own brother had won. A young woman, a teacher in Wahiguya, posts on social media. This is more than football. This is the first time I've seen a leader speak to the world with such heart. He gave Africa a voice tonight. Ibrahim Traoré. Cristiano, when you run on that pitch, you don't run alone. You carry the heartbeat of every struggling family that believes in miracles. You carry the silent prayers of mothers. The relentless drive of fathers who rise before dawn. The fire of children who sleep hungry but still wake with dreams. You carry Africa. You carry the favelas. You carry the slums and the stadiums alike. You carry all of us. Your legacy is not the trophies. It's the boy who picks up a ball instead of a gun. It's the girl who believes she can rise too. It's the fans who forget their pain for 90 minutes and remember what it feels like to believe again. I do not speak as a politician tonight, Ronaldo. I speak as a witness to what your life has meant. Cristiano Ronaldo's emotional response, a rare and vulnerable moment. A day later, Cristiano Ronaldo posts a heartfelt video to his social platforms. No flashy intro. No background music. Just him, raw, reflective, and touched. Cristiano Ronaldo, eyes glassy, voice low but clear. President Traoré, what can I say? Your words reached me in a way very few things ever have. I've received awards. I've lifted trophies. But this was different. You made me cry. Not from sadness, but from pride. To hear such a tribute from a president, from a man of honor, from a continent I deeply admire, it made me pause. It made me feel seen. Not as a footballer, but as a human being. Africa, you have given the world beauty, strength, and resilience. And today, you gave me something I will never forget, your heart. To the young ones in Burkina Faso, chase your dreams. Protect them. Feed them. Love them. And never forget that no matter where you are born, no matter your circumstances, greatness is your right if you fight for it. Thank you, President Traoré. I send you my respect. I send you my heart. And I send you my eternal gratitude. Africa responds. From Lagos to Nairobi, from Dakar to Kinshasa, Ronaldo's message reverberates like an earthquake. African youth repost the video with captions like, "He heard us." This is respect. Africa is no longer invisible. A Burundian journalist writes in Jeune Afrique. This was not just a football exchange. It was diplomacy of the heart. Ronaldo and Traoré reminded us that true power is felt, not imposed. Afrobeats artist Burna Boy tweets, "Africa loves you, Cristiano. Respect to President Traoré for raising the bar." A few days later, a diplomatic package arrives in Lisbon. Inside, a hand-woven Fazo Dan Fani robe, embroidered with gold thread and the words, "Son of Strength, Friend of Africa." It is wrapped in traditional leather and accompanied by a personal letter from Traoré. The letter reads, "To my brother Cristiano, this is not a gift. It is a symbol, the piece of our soul, made by the hands of our mothers, woven with patience, prayer, and pride. Wear it as a shield of love from a continent that sees you not as a foreigner, but as one of its own. Your victory is ours. Your humility is our triumph. Come visit us one day. The children are waiting." Ronaldo shares a photo of himself wearing the robe with tears in his eyes. The caption, "Africa, my heart is with you." Ibrahim Traoré weeks later, speaking at a youth summit. They say Africa is too broken to dream, that our voices are too faint to be heard, that our children are too poor to hope. But today, a simple message, from a humble president to a global star, broke all that. Because the truth is, we are not invisible. We are rising. We are reaching. We are beginning to understand that our words, our culture, our hearts, can touch even the highest mountain. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just win a tournament. He won our respect. But more importantly, he gave it back to us. And that is the true definition of a legend. A red carpet runway at Ouagadougou International Airport, the world holds its breath. The plane descends. Fans gather in the thousands. Journalists from BBC, Al Jazeera, ESPN, and Canal Plus swarm the scene. Military personnel stand at attention. Women dance in traditional garments. Children wave Burkinabe and Portuguese flags. The chants begin. CR7, CR7, CR7. Then he steps out. Cristiano Ronaldo, dressed humbly in white and wearing the Fazo Dan Fani robe gifted by President Traoré. He looks around, stunned. He's not just visiting, he's arriving as a son. Ronaldo, eyes misty. I never imagined this kind of welcome. This is beyond football. This is family. President Traoré embraces him tightly, not as a guest, but as a brother returning home. At the presidential ceremony in Ouagadougou, millions watching live across Africa. The two men walk side by side into the National Hall of Unity. Cameras flash. The hall is silent. Then Traoré takes the podium. Ibrahim Traoré. My dear people, today we host not a celebrity. Not even a legend. Today, we host a man whose humility outweighs his fame. A man whose presence has awakened our hope. Cristiano Ronaldo did not come here for headlines. He came here because he heard our voice. He felt our hearts. He saw our children. And today, we declare, the future of African football begins now. Scene: the historic announcement, Foundation for African Youth Footballers. Ronaldo walks up. A new banner is unveiled behind him. Green Square, the Ronaldo Traoré Youth Legacy Initiative. Empowering Africa's future, one football dream at a time. Cristiano Ronaldo. I have played in stadiums filled with 90,000 people. I've lifted the Champions League. I've heard my name chanted across the globe. But nothing compares to what I feel right now in Burkina Faso. This land, your land, has reminded me why I started. And I want to give back. Truly. That's why, starting today, President Traoré and I are launching a foundation that will build football academies across West Africa, starting right here in Ouagadougou. We will train not just players, but leaders. We will teach discipline, values, respect, the things that made me who I am. This isn't charity. This is family. This is legacy. Scene: Ronaldo visits a village pitch, an emotional breakdown. Hours later, Ronaldo visits a local village. He walks onto a pitch made of sand and stones. Barefoot children play with a deflated ball. They freeze when they see him. One boy drops to his knees crying. Boy, trembling. I thought you lived in the sky. Ronaldo kneels beside him, hugs him, and says, Cristiano, no, I come from the ground. Just like you. And if I made it, so will you. He kicks the ball with them. Falls, laughs, cheers. He removes his boots and plays barefoot. A photo goes viral. Ronaldo, smiling wide, covered in dust, surrounded by children. Scene: the global video call, Africa to the world. A week later, a global live stream is held. On screen, President Traoré and Ronaldo. They are joined by youth from across Africa: Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Senegal, Congo, Egypt, Ghana. Moderator: Cristiano, what do you want to tell the young footballers of Africa? Ronaldo, smiling, tearful. Dream louder than your fears. Train harder than your excuses. And believe deeper than your circumstances. Don't wait to be discovered, create your own light. And we will help you shine it. Ibrahim Traoré. This is not a one-time gesture. This is a movement. A revolution of confidence. We are building bridges that colonization tried to burn. We are proving that African talent needs no savior, only a stage. A massive stadium concert is held. Burna Boy, Angelique Kidjo, Yassone Daour, and Davido perform. In the stands, Ronaldo, dancing with joy. On stage, artists perform a song titled, Africa, We Rise. Fans cry. Flags wave. The camera pans across the crowd, black, brown, white, all dancing in one rhythm. Cristiano Ronaldo, on the tarmac, holding a Burkinabe flag. I came as a visitor. I leave as a believer. Africa has changed me forever. And I promise, this is not goodbye. This is the beginning. He boards the plane, but looks back one last time. A boy in the crowd shouts, Thank you, Cristiano. You gave us permission to dream. Ronaldo smiles, salutes, and disappears into the sky. A year later, the first Ronaldo Traoré Football Academy opens. Scholarships follow. An unknown boy from Burkina Faso is signed to a European club. His first words? Tell Ronaldo, I kept believing. In a small village outside Ouagadougou, 5 years later, the sun rises over dry, cracked earth. Roosters crow. A young boy wakes before the rest of the village. He ties worn-out shoes with fraying laces, grabs an old ball patched with tape, walks alone to a dusty pitch between huts and trees. Before the scouts, before the cameras, before the world knew his name, there was just Ouagadougou, a small village with nothing but dust, drums, and dreams. The boy's name, Idrissa Tapsoba. Age, 13. Nickname in the village, Petit Sir 7. The day that changed his life. 5 years earlier, Idrissa watched Ronaldo's visit to Burkina Faso on a small radio-powered TV under a mango tree with 30 other children. Traoré's words pierced his soul. Ronaldo's barefoot kick burned into his mind. Idrissa, as a child, whispering, One day, they will call my name too. Ronaldo Traoré Youth Academy, a door opens. Months later, the academy opens. Coaches from Europe and Africa arrive. Thousands apply. Idrissa walks barefoot for 2 hours to try out, wearing the number 7, hand-painted on a borrowed shirt. He's smaller, quieter. But when the ball touches his foot, everything stops. Asterisk. Coach, whispering to another. Look at his eyes. That's not talent, that's destiny. Idrissa's journey through the academy. Training at dawn. Studying tactics under solar lamps at night. Drinking water only after everyone else. Humble. Focused. Fierce. One day, Ronaldo visits again, unannounced. He sees the boy play. They meet. Silence between them. Just one look, one handshake. Cristiano Ronaldo, quietly to a coach. He doesn't remind me of me, he's better than I was at that age. At age 16, Idrissa is invited to join a major youth tournament in Lisbon. The day he boards the plane, the whole village gathers to sing. His mother hands him a piece of paper, a quote from Traoré's first speech to Ronaldo. Greatness is not inherited, it is forged. Lisbon, the world sees him. Under the lights of Estadio de Luz, he scores 2 goals in front of scouts from Real Madrid, Sporting Lisbon, Ajax, and PSG. Commentators can't believe it. Portuguese commentator, live on air. This boy from Burkina Faso just danced through 6 defenders, like poetry in motion. Breaking news around the world. Headline: Newspaper Idrissa taps Obe, Africa's next global star? Newspaper, from Ronaldo's legacy to Real Madrid's radar. Newspaper, Burkina Faso's football miracle has a name. A press conference is held in Ouagadougou. Reporters expect politics. Instead, Traoré wipes tears. Ibrahim Traoré, voice trembling. I remember the day Ronaldo touched our soil. I remember his words. Today, I see those words running, wearing our flag, carrying our pride. Idrissa is not just a boy. He is proof that Africa's greatness is not sleeping, it is rising. And now, the world must watch. Cristiano calls live from Italy. Idrissa is told it's just an interview, he doesn't know Ronaldo is joining. Idrissa, shocked, tears in his eyes. Cristiano. Sir, I don't know what to say. Cristiano Ronaldo, smiling. Don't say anything, just keep doing what you're doing. You've already said enough on the pitch. Idrissa, I wore 7 because of you. But now, I want to make it mine. For Burkina Faso. For the kids like me. Ronaldo. And you will. Just promise me one thing. When you lift your first big trophy, hold it high for the ones who never got the chance. Months later, Idrissa returns to Ouagadougou. Thousands wait at the airport. Drums beat. A parade begins. Old friends cry. His mother kneels in gratitude. He holds up a signed jersey from Ronaldo, framed behind glass, inscribed, "To Idrissa, from dust to destiny." Cristiano Ronaldo. Academy expansion, Idrissa becomes ambassador. With funds from his first pro contract, Idrissa partners with the foundation to expand the academy. New locations open in Niger, Mali, and Togo. He visits them all. Kids scream his name. Kidin Lome. You are our Ronaldo now. Idrissa, smiling, hand over heart. No, I'm just your brother. Just one of you. A stadium in Europe, a moment of destiny. In a packed stadium, Idrissa steps onto the pitch wearing number 7. Commentators announce. Making his Champions League debut, the pride of Burkina Faso. Idrissa Tapsoba. Before kickoff, cameras catch him whispering a prayer. He kisses the green, red, and gold wristband his mother gave him. The whistle blows. He sprints forward. From a dusty village to the world stage, the legacy of one man's message, another man's visit, and a boy's unshakable dream now lives in every goal, every pass, every heartbeat.